this is exciting, bro. You don't even get it only because, and this is something real, bro. Like I know where I'm gonna be 10 years from now. I'm gonna be one of the biggest. I'm gonna be one of the big, and it's not even that I'm gonna be watching or trying to compare myself or things like that. I just know me focusing on me. I'm going to be the biggest. So this podcast mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is gonna be number one. Yeah. You're gonna be the biggest. Yeah.
Yo, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another episode of CB3 Motivation. I'm your host CB3, and today I got a special guest lined up for you guys, man. He's a YouTuber, he's an athlete, and he's an inspired entrepreneur, man. At the age of only 20 years old, this man has already built his channel from the ground up. He has over 300,000 subscribers on YouTube, with his highest video hitting over 600 million views. And there's a lot you guys can learn from this man. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and welcome Mr. Eric Hebert.
Yes, dog. How you doing? Now I'm excited, bro. It's my first podcast.
First podcast, man.
Yes, sir.
We were talking before off camera, and he told me this is his very first one. So
of course, man.
We're gonna make it the best one. It's gonna be a banger. You guys know how we come. But how you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. How are you, bro?
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just out here. You know, I was excited for the podcast. We've been talking for a long time now.
Yeah, a real long time, honestly. What is like 2 years? As far as like.
Yeah, since like actually communicating.
Yeah, like knowing who you are, type shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So this podcast, man, has been a long time awaiting. You know what I'm saying? So,
of course.
I'm excited for it. We're finally gonna make it happen. And, you know, it's best to start it off with him. You know what I'm saying? So
that's dope.
Yeah. With that being said, we're going to get it going. And I want to jump right into it.
Okay,
you know
let's do it. Let's do it. Come on.
Let's chop it up. I just want this to be us, you know, having a conversation.
Nah,
you know
for sure.
What I'm saying? But I want to go ahead and start off, you know, like, what was your inspiration with YouTube? Why did you even start in the beginning? How was that going?
It's crazy because a lot of people wouldn't even believe this shit. So, like, when I was like 13, 14, it was like, I got into, like, seeing who was vlogging. Okay. And like I started watching Casey Neistat, Roman Atwood, and Tanner Fox.
Okay.
And those were the first people that I ever watched. And yeah, they kind of made me want to do like setting my camera up, getting like different story shots, like storytelling and like as a vlog basically. And then that kind of led me to watching DDG, because DDG was like the only person at the time like doing what he was doing, like the only black YouTuber.
Yeah, facts, yeah.
Like, and I don't know why, like even though. Like his type of content, it was interesting for some reason, bro. It was just always so interesting, and yeah, so it's like it became those 4 YouTubers basically, and I was just like, bro, I gotta start, and so I asked my parents. I was like, I need a camera and a MacBook, and that took like a year, like I think birthday and Christmas.
Okay.
So I got one for birthday, one for Christmas, and then I started like that next following year, and then yeah, I just started to kind of just figure out like how I wanted to do things.
So like those people, those 4 YouTubers, you know, those are the ones that really like inspired you to like even start.
Yeah, like they made,
your life,
bro. They made me start YouTube,
okay,
bro.
Cool.
Like they made me start.
That's crazy that you mentioned that, bro, because I had the exact same type of, you know, the way I started. You know, what I'm saying? So when I started doing my channel, and y'all know about the channel. It was the same thing. I had some YouTubers that I started watching. I actually had a friend that started doing it. I was like, yo, that seems really cool, interesting to do. You know, and I know I could be good at it because I'm on camera. And it's cool. You know, you got to have a personality for it.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that was one of the main things I had to, like, try to get over. I feel like people who start now, like, you know, because as soon as you whip your camera, it's just weird. You got to get over that. Like, you really got to get over that.
Yeah,
really got to get over that, bro.
You got to get over talking in front of people.
Yeah.
Bro. I remember when I first started, I was like, yo, that seems so cool. I could go out there and go to the mall and do my thing, and then you actually get
then you get there, and then you like,
and you're like,
what's good? And you like, oh, I'm talking to myself. Everybody watching me talk to myself.
And then you look at the camera, you kind of look at everyone like you're worried about what they think.
Exactly, bro.
You know
nah, you definitely worry about what people think in the beginning. 100%, man.
Yeah, but then you get used to it, right? You get used to talking on camera.
Yeah,
that's kind of this is what happened with me. You know what I'm saying? You get used to talking, and it's just like you do your thing, because at the end result, they're like, oh, that shit came out dope.
Right, and then it was more so like I had to realize like everyone's watching it.
Facts.
So it's like even if everybody's watching it, like the psychology of it is like, we watching it and it don't seem like you just talking to a camera. It seems like
it's like a movie.
Yeah, it seems like they talking to you.
Yeah.
So it's like as the viewer, if it seems like they talking to you, it's like once you just realize that, I think that really helped me get over like the super hump. Or like, cause I'm not talking to myself. It's like you gotta talk to who you're trying to reach. Talk to the audience. Even if you don't have an audience, you gotta like. You do got an audience. You gotta.
Yeah, because you know when you drop it, it's gonna be people viewing and tuning in to watch you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that was the same type of experience. You know, you mentioned those 4 YouTubers, and that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because it was the same type of deal. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But one thing I would say is like I know it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's definitely not, bro. It's definitely
that I
not.
know that have tried doing it and they can't get over that hump of talking. And camera.
It's a lot of people who started and just can't continue. Like, it's hard. It's really hard, bro. It's really hard.
Yeah. So, after your channel, you know, you started actually to have growth, right? So, like, I want to talk about the type of content you was posting, right?
Right.
So, in the beginning, right, what kind of content was you dropping? Like, what was
okay, right. So, in the beginning, and this is why I feel like people who watch me, they're going to be, like, surprised. Like, if people don't know who Roman Atwood, Tanner Fox, or Casey Neistat is, like, these are, like, vloggers. Like, these aren't, like, public, and Roman Atwood did public pranks, but I only really watched him for his vlogs. Like that's who I figured out who he was. So I always just wanted to vlog my life, and it was like, bro, my life was like, you know, it's low key boring type. You know what I'm saying? Like you always feel like because you wasn't doing or in a position like they was, because they older, got their own crib, money. You know, they doing what they want to do. So it's like if I'm just going to school, coming home every day, it's like what am I really vlogging? Yeah, like what am I really vlogging?
Yeah.
So basically, I didn't even like. I just was around, and that's when I realized I was like, oh, well, let me try to do reaction videos.
Okay.
So I started doing reaction videos, and that's when Oprah side started to come up.
Okay.
I started watching OSN. Shout out to Clark, man. I started watching Clark when he started coming up in his prime, and that really made me want to do reactions because like I couldn't go nowhere. And so I was like, this might be my best bet for the moment. And so I started to do that, and it kind of like, it was good. Like, and it was just a grind. Like, I understood it was a grind. And then I had one video. It was a try not to look away, and that it did numbers. It did like 600K.
Okay, yeah.
And that kind of excited me.
Yeah.
And then
to me, I feel like anything over 100,000 is viral. Like that's the number to me. If it goes over 100,000, to me it's like okay.
I think so.
A little bit viral. You
I think so. Yeah. If you think about a football stadium, I think so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think we desensitized now, but nah, for real. But nah, I think so too. But yeah. So, and then I did a reaction video. of YoungBoy, NBA YoungBoy, Diamond T Samurai video. But I knew that it was Lil Wayne's old song. You know, like it was The Block is Hot, That Block is Hot. So I knew that it would create controversy if I put the title as Lil Wayne reacted to YoungBoy stealing his song or something like that. And like it literally did like 600K like quick, like views just quick. But like the thing I was noticing though, just off of reactions, like you wasn't really gaining that much subscribers off the reactions. I don't know if people just was like looking at me because I looked so young as a kid, or I don't know, but I just wasn't really gaining subscribers. And to this point, like I wasn't really taking YouTube serious. But when YouTube got serious was after football season, my senior year.
High school, right?
Of high school.
Okay.
And it sucks to say, but it was mostly because of a breakup.
Okay.
Like dead ass. I'm gonna keep it gang. Look, this podcast, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this is a podcast, my first podcast. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, keep it real.
So this was a lot motivated off of a breakup. Okay. And so this basically became like, damn, I'm finna just go so hard. And like me and my friends, we just started going to the mall every day. And you know, this was at the time when, you know, Smooth Geo and, you know, the way, and like, so as you see, it's just YouTube just come in waves. Yeah. And so, and understanding, like, I always took notes of like what other people said. Right. And at the time I wanted to blow up, I was just like, I just want to blow up. And I remember DDG always saying like, the easiest way to blow up, whatever's trending, whatever's popping, just do it. Just do it. And so I was like, well, shit, let's just go hard. And so we just started going twice a week, 1 time a week, 3 times a week. Yeah. And, you know, just doing that so much consistently, you don't realize that you really just went so crazy and grinded so hard.
It becomes a routine.
Yeah, and you start to reap the benefits, man. You really start to reap the benefits when you just grind it.
And people see that's crazy, and it's because people don't understand. When people think YouTube, right? People think YouTubers in general. They think, oh, well, I could do that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
If I could just vlog my life and do that and blow up like these, but people don't understand the time that goes into it, editing that goes into it.
That's true.
Hours of editing, and then you got to go create the content, and then make sure you get good content.
Get good content, yeah, bro. It's a lot of things that go into it. Like, imagine if you go in there and then not even getting exactly what you wanted,
and or you gotta go back another day and just try to,
Yeah, it's a lot of things that go into it, like editing. Personally, like, no one has ever edited a video on my channel. Like, I don't think I will ever hire an editor.
Yeah.
Until it's like maybe at another level, but I just feel like no one can see the vision that I can see, especially with editing. Like, a filmer is different. Yeah. I would love to have like someone film like for me, a camera guy for sure. But as far as editing, for sure. Yeah. But I just don't see me ever having an editor. Bro.
Okay, I'm similar in that way because I'm the type of person where I could tell someone, "Hey, do this," but then it's like I feel like no one could do it better than me.
Right? No, I feel like that. I feel like that.
So then I'll be like. I'll be like, cool, I'll just do it.
It's like, bro, just give it here, bro. Real shit. Real shit, bro.
Because it's like you said, you have your own vision, right? So
facts.
When people can't see your vision, you know what I'm saying?
And it's like, not even to say you're not good or you suck or anything. It's just like, maybe it's just something so small that I feel like gonna grab the audience, that I feel like gonna make them be like, damn, I love this YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? I love how he could tell a story. I love how he could make me feel some type of way when he like in his video. And so I just feel like no one else can do that for me.
And I agree. Like, one thing that I say, because I watch your videos, right? So one thing that I would say about you is your cinematics, bro. Your cinematics go hard, right? Like,
for sure, bro.
Tough, right? And I'm like, there's a lot of YouTubers that will try to recreate that and stuff like that, but it's like you said, like, only you have the vision to do something. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I will say, like, I focus with your cinematics.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's dope because that's one of the things I focus on. So, like, always doing the public things, I was like, I always got to revert back to why I started YouTube. Like, bro, Casey Neistat, I hope everyone know who Casey Neistat is, but he's like cinematic, not too like filmmaking, like cinematic, but like he tells the cinematic story every single time he dropped, bro. So it's like I always wanted to just have a different element if I was gonna do the public things. If I was gonna do like what was popping, it's like I still gotta have my own thing towards it, because I feel like my cinematics and my vlogs or just whatever I do, that's gonna keep my longevity. 100%.
And see, that's what I want to go into, right? So 100%. So when watching your channel, right, like you said, you started with reactions and you had pranks on there. You go to the mall. A lot of that has changed, right? Like, a lot, man. Completely, right? And I was looking at your video the other day, and I seen the comments, right? I was looking at the comments. And I was like, yo, like, all these people talking about, yo, I missed the OE. You know?
For sure, bro. They say that.
And I was like, yo, I missed the OE. I missed the vlog, the going to the mall, the pranks, and
for sure.
Like that. But then I hear you talk about, like, how you say, like, you know, I'm in this for the long run.
Gots to, bro. Gots to be.
And I understand that completely, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think you could. The way I see this, I don't expect other people to understand it.
You can't. I feel like you can't, only because it's more so like, I pay attention to people who's been in the game long in any aspect. Yeah. If you think about music, who been in the game the longest and who's still on top? Drake. Yeah. What type of music do Drake drop? Music that can't get put on the shelf. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's timeless. His music is timeless. Yeah. So it's like, if I'm gonna create a video that's not timeless, I'm gonna have a shelf. Facts. And so that's kind of just how I want to structure things. I feel like you just got to look at how people structure their longevity. Mm-hmm. So it's like,
you got to study the people who are
you got to study the greats, bro.
And that's 100%.
Got to study the greats, bro.
If you want to go somewhere or be somewhere, you got to look at the people who are there, right? So you're not in the position that you want to be in right now, so you got to study the people who are there, sure. Right? And then kind of, copy them and then make it your own, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like if you copycat greatness, How are you wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
How are you? And if anybody say that, then we'll go copy the loser. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So I definitely take a lot of things from the people who has longevity in any aspect.
So is that what you're focusing on going forward? Is that something you want to, you're going to continue to drop in the vlogs? Are you done completely, like, just, doing the mall stuff? And, like, what is your thoughts on that?
I would say as far as the mall.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe not. Honestly, bro, it's more so like,
you might do whatever you feel at the time.
It's more so like I seen how it was going. It was like, all right, I caught it early. Like when Gio and when he started to do it, I feel like I caught it early enough, and then I started to rise. But then I quickly seen like, man, this wave is gonna end. You know what I'm saying? So it's like more so like you gotta be on the quest for the next wave, bro.
Yeah, okay.
So if you gotta catch these waves early, you gotta catch what's coming next. So it's like, I'm just trying to figure out what's next, and nobody. I mean, and I could tell you what's happening right now. I know is YouTubers like Jadion and Balin Levine, and YouTubers like Gary Sean who do like the public. A cameraman just follow you. 8 minutes, 9 minutes, or you just doing whatever. Just being you, showing you good energy. So that's the wave right now. Yeah. So it's like, and that's more vlogging than ever. Yeah. And so you just gotta be on the quest for what's next, man. Gotta be on the quest.
I completely agree with you, right? So one thing I want to talk about too is the football side of everything. Right?
Okay. So let's get into it. Let's get into it.
About the football side, right? So we got the the content.
Yes, sir.
That was a question that a lot of people wanted to know. Is like, where's the OE at? Stuff like that, right? But you kind of explained that, and I understand completely where you're coming from, because I feel the same type of way, right? But as far as football, right? So you started playing ball when?
Whoa. Oh, so this is crazy. Like, my parents didn't even let me play football.
Like, because of injury, they didn't want you to get hurt?
Yeah, I was always so small, just on the fear factor. So, really, I played basketball my whole life.
Okay.
And,
so you was a hooper, too?
I started off as a hooper. Okay. And so, when I was in fourth grade, I played my first Little League year. That was like, usually people who be in football, especially in Texas, they start off from young.
Little League.
And so I just always felt like I was late or behind. So I only played fourth grade, didn't play fifth grade, and then after that is junior high. You can't play sixth, you only can play seventh. So before junior high ball, I only had 1 year playing football. And so it was more so like Texas football just changed the game. Like, as soon as I got to junior high and high school, it was just over with.
Yeah, because it overtakes everything, bro.
You fall in love, bro. You fall in love.
If you're tuning in and you don't understand the difference between Texas football compared to the rest of the states, like,
facts.
It's you can't compare it, right?
Can't compare it.
People like force you to like be like, yo, like go to football.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like the other sports don't get as much attention, so that's why you kind of end up just getting pushed to football.
That's true.
Now here's a quick word from our sponsor.
I want to give a huge shout out to MultiGlove for sponsoring today's video. If you guys have not heard of MultiGlove, it is the most innovative thing out right now on the market, okay? Have you guys ever been in a situation where you went hiking, snowboarding, skiing, or it was just cold outside and you guys wanted to use your phone, right? And you had to take off your glove just to find out you still can't use your phone because your hands are frozen and have frostbite? Well, that problem is no more. With MultiGlove, you can now use your phone without having to take off your glove, because it is a fully touchscreen glove and it is thermal insulated, so you guys can keep your hands nice and warm. And one of the great things about MultiGlove, guys, is that it is waterproof. As you guys can see right here, this glove will not get soaking wet to where your hands will get frostbite. It keeps your hands nice and warm so that you can continue using your phone and having a great time all at the same time. Even if it is not cold outside, it has amazing grip and you guys could use it for anything. If you guys wanted to go cycling, bicycling, rock climbing, whatever it is, guys, these gloves have absolutely amazing grip. And they have them in multiple different colors, guys, as you guys can see right here. So you are guaranteed to find a color that best matches you. And with Christmas right around the corner, guys, it would be an amazing gift for him or her, whichever it may be. So if you guys want to go ahead and copy your MultiGlove right now, all you got to do is go to multigloveusa.com, or you guys can go down below to the link in my description. I'll drop it right there so that it will take you guys straight to the website. And the great thing about it, guys, is there's free shipping.
But so you started junior high, you said?
Yeah.
All right, so junior high, and is that like where you decided, hey, I want to do this? Like,
that's when I completely was like, I want to play football. I played basketball in junior high too, because just playing both. But I knew I wanted to be a football player.
How did your parents like feel about it like that when you started playing football? Like, was cool with
yeah, they didn't. I was nice.
Oh, okay.
As soon as I started, my first year of Little League, I was nice. And then from that point on, it was like, I'm gonna play. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play.
Right.
Of course.
So playing, right, in high school, like you said, I seen your highlights, right? Boy was nice, like you said. Boy was cold, right? Like y'all seen my highlights, bro. He was gold, right? So
thank you, bro.
I'm saying, what do you feel as football wise? Like, what makes you good, right? So, because like me personally, I'm a smaller guy, right? I'm small, like I'm quick and I'm fast, right? So and I got hands, right? But like for you, I seen like similar things, right? So
of
like,
course.
you know, you're very quick, you know what I'm saying, and your awareness, you
Awareness,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Awareness is good, you know what I'm saying? But I want to know from you, what do you think is helped you excel in that sport?
I think honestly, and this is very cliche, but what helped me the most was literally wanting to work harder than everyone else there. So it was more so like Texas high school football, going to the school I went to, Melville High School, it was a lot of great athletes, a lot of D1 athletes all the time. And so my older brother, he was 3 years older than me, and so like he had, when he was in football, and you know, all his friends, you just all gonna have football friends. And so me and my friends, my group of friends in the 7th grade, 8th grade, all we did was work out with them while they was in high school because they was 3 years older. So they all on varsity while we in the 7th grade, 8th grade. And so it just became like, it just kind of showed me how hard to work. Yeah. And so I just always wanted to outwork everybody. So honestly, bro, putting in more hours is the key.
Facts, yeah.
Literally, but yeah.
I agree with you 100%. I feel like if you basically like work your ass off to whatever you want to do, right, you got to see how hard you got to work, and then especially if you're undersized or whatever it is, like
bro.
That puts you
especially
against, you got to grind, bro.
And that was my main reason. I just, you know, we both short, bro. We against the odds in any sport. We against the odds. So I knew I just had to use my disadvantage to advantage.
Exactly, and that's why I tell people, bro. It's like,
for sure.
When you're undersized, so if you're out there, whatever sports you play, whatever it is, and you're an undersized athlete, and you feel like, oh, I can't be there, that's cap. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, man, that's very cap.
If you work your ass off and you work on your strengths, like, you gotta understand, bro. Like, there's things if you are undersized that make or work to your advantage as well. You know what I'm saying? You have a lower center of gravity. You're gonna be quicker than the 6'4", 6'3" guy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
So you gotta use that. You know, work it to your advantage and make it your niche. So I agree with you 100% on know, working hard and getting to where you need to get to. But so after high school, you signed, right?
Yes, sir. I signed D2 to A&M Commerce. Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on with that? I know you played your freshman year.
Yes.
What was it, this past year?
2019.
Okay,
2019 season.
And what kind of? So what's the whole situation with that, man? What's going on? Like. As far as college wise, are you done? Are you done playing ball? Or
let's get into it. All right, so going to college was dope. I think college football is very exciting. Like I think it's way more exciting than high school, like way more. But the thing for me was like it's hard when you don't get a full ride. Like, you know, it's tough, and like people who just being blessed, if you're able to be blessed with a full ride, then go all the way with that. You know what I'm saying? Go all the way with that 100%. Shit. But it's more so like it's just get tough. I played my freshman year, and that was dope. They broke my red shirt. It was like 3 games in. People was getting hurt. It was a lot of people getting hurt at Commerce, and so they broke my red shirt, and I got to play, and it was fun. It was a super fun experience. I think traveling is amazing. I think just having that type of environment, the vlogs. The vlogs
were crazy.
I missed the vlogs. I can say I missed the vlogs, man. But as far as like college, like I hate. The one thing that I can say that I did not enjoy was you realize that it's definitely a business more. Like they do not care about you, bro. Like politics. They do not care about you at all. And so
it's all about what you can do for them.
Right. It's all about what you can do for them. And so it came to the point to where I just felt like I just was not in control of my life at that point. So then I had to think about it. Well, if I'm here for 4 years and I'm really not in control, like, you know, one day I could be starting, the next day I could be last on the depth chart. Yeah. and without me even, you know,
No,
doing anything wrong. You know, I'm still playing well. I'm still just being me. I'm also bringing great content to the school, bringing great traffic to the school. You know, things like that. So, and it just kind of was more so like I just felt like I just was not in control. And so for that, I had to make a decision that's best for me. And like out there, everyone is going to come to a point to where you're going to have to make a decision either for you or for someone else. And so I had to make that decision.
That was best for you.
Yeah, that was best for me, man. And I don't regret it at all. And to think about going back to college, the only way I'll go back to college, honestly, is when I'm rich.
Yeah.
When I'm rich. I just can't see myself like being on campus and like going to, you know, just having to go through the whole process. Yeah. Just for the game. I would rather just for the game, bro. Like I would rather make football content, like how you joined, what you doing, and just making football content. If I love football, man, I just don't love the whole process, man. I don't love school, man, and I don't recommend. Don't take my advice, anyone, man. If y'all want to go to school, do all of that, man. Go get your degree.
I feel like I have a similar take on what.
Nah, man, this is just where the world is going. I'm gonna be honest. School is just not for me, man. College is not for me. I look at everything. You got to look at everything. If you don't, then you just, you know, you kind of a fool to it. You got to look at college depth. It's, you know what I'm saying? If I was 6 foot, I know I would have had a full ride D1. Exactly. I know I'd still be in school and then probably on my way to the NFL. Like, I look at those things, but that's just an outcome. That's just but I'm not 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? I'm my height. And so you got to move, you got to play the cards you dealt, man. And so thinking about college depth, thinking about all of that just for, you know, a game that I'm not even in control of. I could get taken out in the first quarter just because, you know, you woke up wrong today or you feeling this type of way.
You know, he's putting in work more or
like
whatever. I guess
to think about the whole process of 4 years. What can I be doing in those 4 years?
Exactly. It's a lot of time.
How much time can I? And that's really how I feel.
And that's this is where it's in, because there's a lot of this topic is very, you know.
Yeah, it is, man.
You know,
it is.
Some people are like, oh, how can you tell someone not to go to school? Or
I'm not telling. Yeah, I ain't telling no one that.
This is what I'm saying, and I'm gonna keep it. Like, this is from my experience, okay? So, like I said, and take it with a grain of salt, right?
Right.
So, look, this is my thing. Right? Like,
nah, for real.
Take it how you want it. I feel like school, 100% is a scam. But look, but there's a reason for this, right? Okay. Look. School, I feel I recommend it. Don't get me wrong, right? But there's certain, you got to know what you want for your life, for you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be something like, go to school.
Go to school,
you gotta
man.
Go to school, right? But
go to school.
School, it teaches you how to be an employee. All right. So this is what I tell people.
100%.
Right? School teaches you how to be an employee and not your own boss. So this is why I say. I'm gonna give you an example, right? Mm-hmm. If you want to be an entrepreneur, right, and create your own business and do what you want to do, right? How are you gonna go to school, right? You're gonna take business classes by people who have never taught or never ran their own business,
never even owned a business.
Exactly. So
but oh my God, look, I ain't gonna lie, like that was one of the things I told somebody when we was in one of our business classes. I was like, bro, he's here.
Yeah.
And not running the business he's trying to teach.
Exactly.
And it kind of and that was like the one leading factor. I was like, it just threw me all the way off. And I was like, and it's not even my ego. It wasn't even nothing. It was like, well then, how am I really learning from him? What am I really learning from him if he's not really showing me how I can go home tonight and start my business?
This is one thing I want to say. If the people who are teaching you these classes, if it worked, they wouldn't be teaching you these classes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they have their business and they'd be rich. They
for sure.
Professors, you know what I'm saying?
Or they'll be selling you a course that's worth thousands of dollars.
So, like I said, I'm not saying don't go to school. I'm saying know what you want for your life, right? Know what you want for you going forward. And like I said, for me, I've told people this. I never sit on camera, right? So, so
break the ice.
For me, I never would have went to school if it wasn't for football, right? Football is literally the only thing that kept me in school. And don't get me wrong, like I had a 3.5 GPA. I was good at school.
Facts.
I did it. I grinded it out, and it sucks, right? Don't get me wrong, school is hell, bro. But I stayed in it because of the love for the game, right?
For the love,
I knew what I could do after college. and I knew I could play at a higher level, so I had to stay in it. You know, how to sacrifice.
Yes, sir.
You know, the work and all that
Yes,
stuff.
sir.
But at the same time, there's people who are going to be paying a lot of money. You know, you're going to be in debt. School's going to put you in debt, and it's going to put you behind this debt when you want to create your business and stuff like that. Because now you can't get a loan. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're paying one off. So
for sure.
So it's just stuff like that, man. That I would say, you know what you want going forward. And if school is the best route for you, then take it. But you got to know. You know, you
definitely got to know, man. You definitely got to know. I agree with you, bro. I 100% agree with you, man.
Yeah.
100%.
And that's why, you know, I wanted to get into, you know, the whole, you talked about the whole politics thing with football, because
it's horrible,
anyone who is an athlete, bro, that goes into, even starting freshman year in college, you notice the transition from high school, from little league, high school, it's fun. You're playing it because you literally enjoy playing the sport that you're playing. It's once you get to college, it's boom, it's a switch, right? It's all about what can you do for me now. If you're not performing for me, get out of here, right? You're not no use to me, right? It's not. It makes you not want to play for certain people, but that's why I say if you go to school, you gotta really love the game, right? You gotta really, because you're gonna go through politics, and it gets worse when you go to pro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna get worse.
Way worse.
That media game get worse.
It's all about who puts more people in the seats. It's not even about who's better anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's about, this guy went to Division I Oregon, so he's gonna bring in more people into the seats. So let's sign him. You know, even though the other guy is better. You know
literally.
So
literally, bro. And honestly, I looked at how Tristan Jazz did it.
Yeah.
His situation.
Yeah.
And because like after football season, that's when I finally blew up on YouTube. Mm. And so once I blew up, now I was hit with like a decision. Damn, do I even want to go play football? Or do I want to do YouTube? Because I knew I was going to be locked down. I knew I was just going to be locked down and not able to really do much. And so, and like looking at Tristan's situation, man, how he just chose sticking to the basketball content and being able to travel, meet people that you wouldn't have met while he was in college. You know, he would have been locked down. Now he meeting all these NBA players, and so it's basically like he is in the NBA. You know what I mean? Maybe not the contract, obviously,
but I bet. But look, you get sponsors. You get, there's a whole bunch. The money will come in.
Yeah, bro.
That's why I tell people, money goes to where attention's at. Right, so if you got the attention on you and the world we live in, if you got clout, you're gonna get paid. You're gonna get
paid, man.
So like I said, bro, that's a key factor. And like you mentioned Tristan Jazz, another one, Destroying did it. Destroying did the same thing.
Destroying did it. He changed the game.
He I guess was one of the first.
No, he's the founder of this college.
I'm going straight into
he's
I'm grinding, right? So, you know, shout out to him, because I think he was a big factor on helping people make those kind of decisions.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So that's real. You know what I'm saying? I think that's helped out a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Helping creators decide, well, should I go to school or should I just go full?
Right, and that's why it's like when people ask me like, what should I do? What should I do? I just be like, bro, figure out if you love it. Like, bro, if you love football, you stick it out. Because if I was to go back to school, I would take everything 10 times more serious. I would take school more serious, books more serious. I would lock all 100% in. But it's like, that's just if. Like, I'm done with that. I just don't want to. I'm okay. I'm definitely okay without it.
100%. It's doing good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're growing, you're doing good, and like I said, bro, you're 20 years old, man. You know, you're 20 years, you're so young.
Yes, sir.
And I'm talking like I'm an old man, right? Like, you know,
how old are you, bro?
I'm 23 years old, right? I'm
23.
Yeah. But look, man. So I'm 23 years old, bro, and you've already done. You know, you're breaking barriers, and you're gonna continue to grow, right? So that's why I want to see. What do you want going forward? What are your goals? What business wise, entrepreneurship? What are you into right now that, you know, money wise, that you think, hey, this is the way I want to do this. This is what I want to learn. Or what do you want to do business wise?
I'm definitely right now. I'm into like stock market, cryptocurrency.
That's a big wave right now.
Yeah, and it's more. You just kind of gotta understand what's happening. Like everything's going digital. Like how many e-commerce stores is happening? Like I seen this thing, Ty Lopez, about how I'm pretty sure the ad pops up on every YouTube video. If you pay attention, he talks about how like all the businesses that went out in 2020 from the pandemic. Like just an example, like Toys R Us, but like anything. The building, he's buying these buildings and turning them into factories, e-commerce factories, like Amazon factories, and just storages, warehouses, because everything is going digital. Like, and just paying attention to how everything is going digital is more so like this is the time now to just go hard on everything digital. Yeah. Because it's, believe it or not, man, this is the easiest time to get rich.
Yeah, it is.
We are in the easiest time to get rich.
Bro. And you just gotta find
100%. And I think as life goes, it's only gonna get easier. Yeah. 100%. It's only gonna get easier. So you just gotta
I think adapt. I think you gotta learn how to
adapt to what's changing. Yeah. You gotta be water, baby.
I think the biggest factor right now is if you want to make money, you gotta adapt to the times on what's going on. You gotta be vigilant. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see what's going on. You can't be stuck. I'm working 9 to 5. Well, I tell people, rich people don't work harder; they work smarter, right? So you gotta see what they're doing, and then put in the work. Don't get me wrong; you gotta grind. You gotta put the work in first. But then when you get to that level, now you gotta start thinking. You know what I'm saying? Okay, how can I make more money? How can I invest? And you start bringing in people, right? But
long term goal though is real estate. Yeah, that's the long term goal though. That's my goal. Is real estate.
Your head's on straight, bro, because that's passive income coming in all the time. Real estate.
Yeah, for sure.
Cryptocurrency, all that's the wave right now, and for myself as well. All that is goals that I'm working on currently
100%.
Right now. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you're 20 years old already, having your mind on this and planning for your future, bro, you gonna be straight.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because just thinking about like generation is like, bro, just how generation is changing. I think about how so many people are getting older that wasn't so old. Like, just even thinking about grandparents. Like, we really just about to hit a whole life of a transition. Yeah. Especially my 20s is finna, my next 10 years is going to be, my life, everything in the world going to be totally different by the time I'm 30. Yeah. So, you just got to focus. And I just got to lock in. And that's just kind of how I feel, because you're going to miss out, bro. Facts. You definitely gonna miss out, bro.
Right, bro. Like I said, like everyone out there, you hearing this, man, you watching it, man. I tell you right now, mark my words, just from talking to you now, the first time ever meeting you, right?
First time.
So I could tell you right now, bro, you gonna be very successful. You know what I'm saying? Very successful.
100%. Thank you, man. Gratitude.
As far as income. As far as content, you're gonna have it both ways as long as continue to stay focused.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
and do what you're doing.
Yeah,
bro,
you too, man.
Yeah, I'm on my grind. You on your grind.
We'll see you at the top, baby.
Yeah, facts. Exactly.
Gotta meet at the top.
Exactly.
How fun.
One thing, one question I like to ask people on when they come on is, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received from somebody? Like, what was something someone told you that it just made you think like, damn, like this helped me out a lot, or it's helped you like in the long run?
Wow, let me see. I think the main thing that lives day to day with me is like your daily routine means everything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like your daily routine has everything to do with how life will be, and it's more so like if you continue to think about what the past is, all you gonna do, you can't walk backwards. You know what I'm saying? Life can't walk backwards. So there's no reason to even think about the past, and then thinking about the future is non-existent. Yeah. And so I just try to do my best every single day to just be one within the day, bro. Like whatever that is, like working out. I feel like I gotta work out every day just for my day to be somewhat successful. Like setting up a successful day, hit a goal when you wake up, just so you could make it clear to your mind that you reached the goal so fast when you woke up that now you just hitting other goals, and now it's just
make it a routine, start hitting wins all day.
Yeah, you make yourself. It's almost like how we could be desensitized on social media to like somebody dying or somebody or drama and shit like that. So become desensitized to winning. Yeah, become desensitized to hitting goals and shit. And so that's what I want to be. I want to be desensitized to grinding, desensitized to hitting goals and living in the moment, bro. Living in the moment is probably the best advice I can receive or give.
What about the worst advice you've ever, what was the worst advice you think anyone ever told you, or what was the worst advice that you've ever been told in general that you just think,
I wouldn't even say necessarily advice. I would just say the worst thing someone can do is destroy a dream, or say, but if you trying to say, I'm trying to do this or I'm trying to do that, they'd be like, but this, but that. I think that's the one thing that can drive me away to not even listen to you ever again. So that's kind of equivalent to advice. I could say also, like, if someone were to just be negative, like, I feel like negative energy is the worst advice, bro. Negative energy is the worst advice, because all good advice is gonna come from genuine people. Whether you know what I'm saying, whether you think about it or not, all good advice is gonna come from genuine people who got good intentions with you. They don't want to mess you over. You know what I'm saying? They only want to see you win because they don't need you to win. You know what I'm saying? So they just want to see you win. And so negative energy is where it's at, because people who don't got negative energy, genuine people don't got bad intentions, man.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
So negative energy is bad advice.
That's true. That's 100%. I agree with you. I agree with
For
you
sure.
100%, bro. You know, we talked about, football. We talked about you two, how you grew, what you have planned for the future. You know,
sir.
we talked about it all, man. So I want to, open the floor up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What do you, things you want to say to the people, advice, anything? I know you got your brand. You rock your brand, Ambition Gang.
You know what I'm saying, man?
So talk about it a little bit. Whatever you want to talk about, man. This is you. You know what I'm saying? Tell people you want. What is it that you want people to know about you?
Honestly, man, it's not too much, because I look at things as like, let's say I died yesterday, because I ain't gonna say tomorrow or in a few. I ain't gonna manifest it, because yesterday already passed. So let's say I died yesterday. If everybody could, like, it was an article, like, whatever, star, whatever. If everybody just went on all my social media platforms and just tried to figure out who I was, what did I leave behind, bro?
Legacy.
You know what I'm saying? If I had kids, for my vlogs, or like, and I got my current family in my vlogs, like putting my mom or my dad or like my younger sister while she's 13, or my brother while he's at his age, putting them in my videos from when my kids grow up, and now you get to see who your auntie was at 13 and stuff like. So it's like, my biggest thing is like, I'm just so much into what I could leave behind, because in this lifetime, bro, like, we can't take nothing with us, bro. You can't take nothing except a memory, bro. Exactly. You really can't take nothing except a memory, and I think that's the main reason I got into wanting to be like a photographer, or wanting to be a videographer, a YouTuber. Is just memories, bro. Simple.
That's real. That's true, bro.
Because that's how life is, bro.
Materialistic, that's not going with you to the grave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all staying here, but what you leave behind, memories, the people that remember you, you leaving a generation, kids.
Yeah,
that's
man.
what matters.
That's what matters to me, bro.
Yeah,
that's what matters to me.
That's 100%, bro. And I agree with you. Like I said, 100%. And I think like I said, your head's on straight.
Yeah.
And, overall, man, I think going forward. I think I asked you pretty much all the questions, that I've had. We talked about everything as far as, I feel what people wanted to know about you, but, it was great having you on the podcast.
Nah, for sure.
I feel like in general.
For sure. This was dope.
Was good. People got to know you as a person rather than just, your vlogs and stuff like that. You actually got to talk your first podcast.
It's my first podcast, man. Nah, this is exciting, bro. You don't even get it. Only because, and this is something real, bro. Like, I know where I'm going to be 10 years from now. I'm going to be one of the biggest. I'm going to be one of the big. And it's not even that I'm going to be watching or trying to compare myself or things like that. I just know, me focusing on me, I'm going to be the biggest. So this podcast mean a lot to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to be number one. Yeah. You're going to be the biggest. Yeah, for sure. So this podcast mean a lot to you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Every like I said, bro.
Nah, for real, bro.
I have a vision. I already, like you said, you know where you're going to be.
For real, bro.
In my head, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta be.
What I'm saying? That's me. Like,
yes, bro.
I don't care. Like, anyone says I'm there already.
You there, bro. You gotta be there, bro.
So, like, the way I, my perspective on things is you gotta act where you want to be already. You know what I'm saying? If I see myself,
yes, sir.
going global, and,
yes, sir.
I'm there already, man. This
yes,
is a start to y'all, but to me, I've been doing this. You
yes,
know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure, and that's a lot. You you can't try to build these things. Like you have to understand how to manipulate your subconscious. You have to understand how to lie to yourself. Like sometimes lying is good if it's to yourself. I am the best. It's not cocky. It's not, you just manifesting your life. You will be this, saying I am, I will, you know what I'm saying? These type of small things, it be the little simple things that will transcend your life. So I know you will be one of the biggest content creators. Sure. You know what I'm saying? I know you will be. And so this mean a lot to me that you, and just for me knowing I'm gonna be the biggest, this mean a lot to me. For you to be the first person to be like, damn, bro, come on my podcast. Because I watch a lot of podcasts, bro, and a lot of people, I just be like, damn, I wonder who's going to be the first person. I wonder, you know, I watch him, you know, like a lot of, I ain't even going to name other podcasts, but like just imagining me being on them and shit like that. And so, for this to be the first one, bro, I just want to say thank you, bro. Gratitude, like, for sure.
And likewise, you know, I appreciate you coming out, taking the time out of your day to come
for
through.
sure.
And you know, it's all love, bro. I appreciate it. You know, we both gonna continue to grow, and you know, we see you at the top. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Guys. But look, man, you know, we talked a lot. I don't want to hold you guys up too long. But before this video ends, before the podcast ends, man, if you guys are watching at home, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you guys are listening on Apple, on Anchor, whatever it is, make sure you guys like. And, you know, I'll see you guys next time. I appreciate you coming on the show, man. It was a great show.
Of course.
And we'll see you guys next time, all right? We out.
Peace.